Okay, let's dive right in. We've all kind of been there, haven't we?
Oh, definitely.
In a meeting, eyes may be a little glazed, giving that vague nod,
Hmm.
while your brain is actually, I don't know, planning your weekend or wondering if you left the oven on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So today, yeah, we're looking at a crucial survival skill for the modern workplace.
Mastering the I wasn't listening face, it really is a skill.
It is. And we've got this guide titled How to Nail the I Wasn't Listening Face in Meetings. And the subtitle is just perfect. A guide to strategic eyebrow movements.
Strategic eyebrow movements, I love it. It hints at the performance involved.
Totally. It's almost theater.
So our mission for this deep dive is pretty clear, right?
Right.
We want to arm you, our listeners, with some practical techniques from this guide.
Yeah, ways to look engaged even when, let's be honest, your mind's taking a little vacation.
Turn those awkward, zoned out moments into, well, maybe looking strategically thoughtful.
Mm-hmm. Thoughtful is good. So the guide kicks off with this idea of a hierarchy of fake listening.
Okay, levels. I'm intrigued. Tell us about these levels.
Well, it suggests there are, different degrees of pretending to pay attention. It breaks it down into three main levels.
All right, level one, the foundation. What's that one?
That's the polite participant.
Yeah.
This is your basic camouflage.
Okay, what does that look like?
Think a very slight head tilt, just showing you're facing the right direction, and the occasional mm-hmm.
Ah, the mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guy jokes it basically means I hear vowels, not words.
Huh. Right. Acknowledging sound exists.
Pretty much.
Hmm.
And there's a neat little digital trick for this level, too, for online meetings.
Oh.
Tapping on something super generic in the chin, like great point, maybe with a thumbs up or a sun emoji.
Ah, the emoji saves the day, creates that little puff of digital participation.
Exactly. Zero actual brain power required.
Clever. Okay, so level two, stepping it up a bit.
Yeah, level 2 is the active listener. This one requires a bit more performance.
Okay, more effort. How so?
Here, you get the furrowed brow, suggesting deep concentration.
Right, the I'm really thinking hard look.
Mm-hmm. And holding a pen, maybe poised over a notepad, like you're taking meticulous notes.
But are you?
Well, the guide suggests reality is often, doodling a complex flower pattern or maybe playing hangman with yourself.
Been there, so it's the appearance of diligence?
Precisely. And the pro move for this level,
There's a pro move.
apparently,
Okay.
repeating the last three words the speaker just said, sort of questioningly.
Like what?
Like if someone says, implementing the new synergistic paradigm shift. I just murmur, synergistic paradigm shift.
Oh, that's good. It sounds like you're processing it like you're right there with them.
Exactly. Creates that little echo of engagement.
Okay, smart. Now, the top tier, level three.
Ah, yes, the pinnacle. The I might ask a question level.
This sounds serious, like you're actually about to contribute something profound.
That's the goal. Key behaviors here are steepled fingers.
The classic thinker pose.
Right.
Hmm.
Very contemplative. And a very focused, pensive stare into the middle distance.
But what's really going on in their head?
According to the guide, often just sheer panic. Like, wow, is my mic muted? Or did I remember to switch off my camera?
The eternal questions of the video call era.
That is so relatable.
Isn't it?
Actually, speaking of relatable, we got a great listener submission on this from @FakeItTillYouMakeIt.
Oh, yeah. What did they say?
They said, I perfected the thoughtful nod, so when my boss just asked me, can you elaborate on that? I panicked and replied, can you elaborate on that? Now, somehow, I'm leading a task force.
No way. That's amazing.
Right.
Wow, that really shows how powerful these little, these nonverbal signals can be, even if they're, well, completely hollow.
Totally. Accidental career advancement through strategic nodding.
It's a thing, apparently.
So, okay, we've got the hierarchy, but the guide gets even more specific, right? It
Okay.
talks about eyebrows.
Oh, yes, the eyebrow spectrum.
Yeah.
This is where the micro-expressions come in. It's fascinating, actually.
The subtle art of the brow. Let's break it down. First up is the concerned brow. Right. This is both eyebrows slightly raised. It signals you're doing some critical evaluation.
Like you're carefully weighing the options.
Exactly. Or maybe spotting a potential flaw. It looks analytical, even if you're just wondering what that noise outside was.
Useful.
Yeah.
Okay, next, the intrigued brow.
This one's asymmetrical. Just one eyebrow up.
The rock eyebrow?
Kind of. It suggests, like, skepticism, but also openness.
Interesting point, but I'm not totally sold. Tell me more.
All without saying a word. Very efficient.
Very.
And the last one?
I forgot my coffee brow. I feel like I live in this state.
Me too. This is both brows kind of scrunched together. It
I
looks like
know.
deep, effortful thought.
But it's really just
Struggle to stay awake or
I know.
focus. Yeah, maybe caffeine withdrawal, maybe just information overload.
The sheer effort of pretending to think hard.
It's exhausting. Now, the guide has a pro tip to really amp up this whole eyebrow theater.
Oh, do tell.
Combine any of these brow movements with, wait for it, chin stroking?
No. The full thoughtful pose.
Yes. Apparently, the combo gives you that maximum I'm pondering deeply or even I'm a genius effect.
Wow, the complete disguise. But okay, what if your cover gets blown? What if someone catches you zoning out?
Ah, crucial contingency planning. The guide offers emergency save moves,
We need these. What's the first one?
the buffer phrase. This is all about buying time.
Okay, give me an example.
The absolute classic is, that's a great question,
Even if they didn't ask a question.
especially if they did ask a question. Or, could you elaborate on that point? It gives you like 10 seconds to frantically reboot your brain.
10 seconds of processing oxygen, as the guide puts it. I like that.
Me too. What's the next escape hatch?
Summarize the opposite. This sounds risky.
It's definitely bolder. You basically say something that's the opposite of what was just discussed.
Why would you do that?
You're banking on someone jumping in to correct you. No, actually, we were saying X. And
Oh,
boom, they repeat the key info you missed.
High risk, high reward. You need some confidence for that one.
Or desperation. And the final save.
The technical difficulties gambit.
Yes. Claiming your audio cut out. Sorry, could you repeat that? You froze for a second.
Standard video call excuse.
But the guide cheekily suggests using it even when you're in the same physical room.
That takes guts. Claiming audio issues face to face.
The sheer audacity.
Right. Now, before we wrap, the guide had a listener hack and a challenge section, right? Kind of like meeting charades.
Yeah, some fun takeaways. The hack is from @meetingmime.
What's the hack?
Keep a list of generic all-purpose follow-up questions in your notes.
Oh, like a cheat sheet.
Exactly. Things like, how does this scale? Or what's the projected ROI on that? Or have we considered the downstream implications?
Questions that sound smart in almost any context.
Pretty much. Ready to deploy when you need to seem engaged quickly.
Very practical. Okay, and the listener challenge. It's got 3 parts.
Yep. Part 1, invent your own body language move for, I'm listening, but actually checking my phone.
Huh. The guide suggested the reflective chin scratch as a starting point.
Yeah, we want to hear your ideas. What's your go-to secret phone check move?
Okay, challenge accepted, listeners. Part 2.
Describe your last meeting using only 3 emojis.
Ooh, concise. I'm thinking mine might be. Clock, coffee cup, confused face. Yeah.
Mine's probably facepalm, yawn, and then maybe a brain exploding emoji.
Right.
Hey.
Okay, perfect. And the final part of the challenge.
Share the wildest, most jargon-filled thing you've ever pretended to understand in a meeting.
The example was nodding through a half-hour debate on blockchain agile scrum.
Oh God, yeah. We've all nodded along to something utterly baffling, haven't we?
Absolutely. The things we do to survive. So as we finish up this deep dive, it's pretty clear that looking present is a skill.
It really is. Even if your focus has totally wandered off to, what's for lunch.
And the guide nails it with that bit of corporate jargon at the end, right?
Oh, let's take this offline example.
Yeah, when you're already on Zoom, which is offline from the office, it really means...
Let's just never speak of this again.
Exactly. Hashtag corporate jargon decoded. Well, if you found these tips for navigating meeting mind wander useful, definitely tune in next time.
Yeah, what are we diving into next?
We'll be exploring how to politely decline a quick sync, a guide to saying no without sounding like a jerk.
Ooh, another essential workplace skill. Looking forward to that one.
Me too. Until then, everyone, may your nods be convincing and your eyebrows strategically deployed.